MiCMS Certification Management System, solving today's growing certification challenges. Today's presentation highlights the benefits manufacturers can reap through the use of an Intelligent Certification Management System, a CMS. The well-designed CMS can be a major advantage to manufacturers who want complete management and full control of their product certification programs. Product certification is the final stage that manufacturers face prior to placing their product on the market. This can be the most daunting and intimidating period in the entire product development process, and this is especially true for startups. Conformity assessment bodies, or CABs, generally implement a rigid certification process where product documentation is sent back and forth through various emails or FTP sites. No progress status flags are provided, and it's only when issues arise can a manufacturer get involved. The process repeats until all issues are resolved. This is outdated, inefficient, and can cause many complications which can delay product release timelines. MiCMS Labs has developed a user-friendly, intuitive, cloud-based application, MiCMS, which was developed for use by technical and non-technical personnel alike. MiCMS brings multiple benefits to manufacturers which will aid the compliance newbie to even the seasoned compliance veteran. The world of product certification just became a whole lot simpler through the MiCMS application. Background to certification issues. For those who have gone through the certification process, it can be slow and tedious and navigationally challenging. With the increasing number of wireless products being placed on the market, it can only compound existing issues. Any delay introduced by an inefficient certification process will undoubtedly result in lost revenue for manufacturers. Documentation requirements are clearly an issue, especially with companies having limited certification experience. Common questions asked: what forms or documents are required? Do I need to create any specific docs? Do you have examples? This can be a daunting and worrying time for compliance personnel. When documents and forms have been generated, email or FTP communication is used to transfer to the CAB. Email size can be an issue, as this dictates the number of files that can be attached. Further, regulatory administrations can impose file size limitations, i.e., the FCC have a strict 6 MB file size limit. Emails therefore need to be split into several smaller components. That raises problems. Did all the emails and documents reach their destination, and are they logged by the CAB? If some are lost, it can cause issues unless there is some form of logging and traceability in place. Providing certification status is an important part of the process, and if none are available, how can the manufacturer know where they are during the program? Have all documents been reviewed? Are there any issues I need to know about now? Client may have questions along the way. How do they communicate with the reviewer? What happens if there are typos or mistakes on the final certificate? How do these get fixed, and how long will this take? Welcome to the MiCMS application, the cloud-based certification management system. MiCMS will help manufacturers solve all the common issues faced when undertaking certification programs. Being cloud-based has many benefits. Accessible anytime, 24/7. It's available on any device type. Access to the application is permission-based, and there are multiple different user types available. For this presentation, we describe 3, however, there are several others. Project managers are limited to visibility of their own projects. Client admins can see all company projects, which is useful when project managers are absent. There's contract users. These are global test labs. They have different permission sets and use states. All clients have access to their client landing page, revealing status for each application. For instant recognition, all status are color-coded, simplifying its user-friendly appearance. Select the project and drill down to the documentation levels along with other useful project information. System implements full traceability. Client communication is tracked and kept on file, with a log of each project communication available for review. System is EU friendly, as it provides compliance traceability tracking on a per product basis. The documents required to complete each certification project are visible for each regulatory domain. You can upload files to their respective document slot, and there are multiple ways to upload. You can bulk upload files through drag and drop or click to select. For most CABs, clients will complete external application forms, PDFs, which are transferred as part of the initial documentation package. However, MiCMS has a built-in form generation tool which also creates draft certificates. Just complete a few online questions, create and download the generated forms, and draft certificate. Draft certificates can be reviewed by the manufacturers for typos or errors before completion of the certification application. There is also an interactive check of any final certificates created before release, and clients can comment before acceptance. This is the MiCMS application login screen. Users insert their email address and password and sign in. And as discussed earlier, users once logged in are directed to their own landing page. On the left-hand side, the actual programs, trackers as we call it, are shown. In the middle of the screen we have the applicable domain of interest, FCC, IC, EU, Japan. Each line corresponds to an individual certification program under a common project number. On the right-hand side, we have color-coded status flags. Users can immediately identify individual program status. Status flags provide a snapshot of the current project position. For the benefits of this short demonstration, we will focus on 4 flags. On this page, we drill down on the individual program and view the required documents. As you can see, the user still has to upload documents into the agent authorization slot. We make it easy to identify missing documents by providing a list in the top right-hand corner. Click on the one required document and it will show the name of the document, which in this case is the missing agent authorization. Drop the files on the yellow Drop Files here, or click to select the appropriate files. Once all files have been loaded, the Doc Checking button will appear, indicating that this tracker can now be moved on to the next stage of the process. When the application is in Doc Pending, it is with the client. But when the application is moved to Doc Checking, this is now under full MiCOM Labs control. At this stage, our quality management system takes over. We check that all the documents are uploaded correctly and perform our internal review and proceed with the certification process. Any issues found during the review process will be communicated to the user and the tracker will be kicked back to documentation incomplete, which is now back under the control of the client. Provided no issues were found during the review process, the certificate will be generated and checked, and the tracker placed in awaiting client approval. For each status change in this process, an email is sent to the user who can easily track application progress. The awaiting client approval stage permits the user to review and check a representation of the final certificate before accepting. They can view and comment each page individually and either send it back with comments or accept the certificate. This tracker is now certified and the user has access to download the final certificate. As you can see, MiCMS solves all client challenges that are identified at the beginning of the presentation. MiCMS is a secure, intuitive, easy-to-use application, providing a level of control to manufacturers that no other system can replicate. Unfortunately, due to presentation time constraints, only top-level functionality of the MiCMS application was demonstrated. MiCMS was designed to meet the growing global demands for certification, and therefore is used by a much wider audience. Test labs globally use MiCMS to its full potential, and MiCOM labs continue to push the boundaries of what's possible in the world of certification. We hope you enjoyed this webinar and have taken something from the presentation. Any certification program can be extremely arduous, but the key must be to select the right certification partner and one that has the right tools to get the job done efficiently. Also, the MiCMS application is augmented by our aftermarket certification application, MiCert, which you'll find advertised on the website listed below. Thanks for listening, and if a further detailed MiCMS or MiCert demonstration is of interest, then please get in touch. Look us up on www.micomlabs.com or contact us at 925-462-0304. Thank you, and we look forward to hearing from you.